wish I could transplant myself at each table at the same time. It would be more intimate for me and really sweet to be able to see all your faces. I feel so tender about what I want to share with you, and the forum of standing so far away from many of you doesn't do it justice. So I hope you can sense my connection with you all around the room. Can you? Thank you, I feel so much better. When I shake, when I speak, I think I'm shaking with passion, really, because I'm so passionate about this work. I want to tell you about the first time in my life that I remember getting passionate about this kind of work. I grew up in Israel, but my family lived in Mexico from when I was 3 to 5. And like most middle-class Mexican families, we had the privilege of having a maid doing the housework. It's an incredible privilege. But for me, what really mattered is this woman, Rosa, was my friend. She gave me her attention, and she gave me her affection. One of my favorite memories is of her sitting next to me at the dining room table, drawing houses for me. I was crazy about the way she draws houses. She would draw these little curtains at the windows with little plants, and then there was a triangular roof, and she showed me how to make it look deep. And my whole childhood, I drew houses like Rosa taught me. She stayed with me in that way and in many others. One day, I asked her, "Where do you sleep?" And she pointed up. I was very confused. On the roof? And so I wanted to see. And very reluctantly, she took me upstairs. This was a flat roof. It was nothing like this beautiful little one-family house that she drew for me. There was a row of tiny, rundown rooms. The window was broken, the one window. Inside, there was just room for a bed and bureau. That's it. And I'm sure you can imagine me and join me in the shock of standing there looking at the gap between our lifestyle in our comfortable apartment and hers, my beloved friend. That moment was pivotal for me. The whole trajectory of my life has really been about this desire to do something in the world that could make a difference. In individual relationships, in the world, all of it. The reason I wanted to do it is because of the heartbreak. Many of us experience that kind of heartbreak, of watching the gap between what we have and someone else has, of watching the gap between different people. And it's that heartbreak that brought me to nonviolent communication. Because in nonviolent communication, I found a key to the puzzle of how to create the world that works for all. It's not the only key by any stretch. Many of us, in fact, in this room are holding other keys. But I want to tell you, this key is so profoundly powerful and important for me because it is the key to the door of empathy and compassion. That's what it is for me, the key to that door, to unlocking it, to opening it, to stepping in. Just a few days ago, I read on the web in a newspaper, a web newspaper, what are they called? I don't know. A letter that Barack Obama wrote to a child, to a little girl. And he said, "Creating change and making the world better is not always easy. And you will probably find in your life that it is more comfortable to ignore injustices that don't affect you directly. Yes, I've experienced that. Don't take that comfortable road. Challenge yourself to make a difference." And he continues, "If you don't already know what it means, I want you to look up the word empathy in the dictionary." How? he continues, I believe we don't have enough empathy in our world today, and it is up to your generation to change that. I'm so thrilled that the President-elect of the United States is seeing empathy as an essential ingredient to making change. Yet I do not want to leave that task to the next generation. I don't want to leave it to my son. I don't want to leave it to the children in the other room, to your children, your grandchildren. No future generation needs to do it alone. We can do it. We're ready. We have the skills. We have the insight about what it takes. Let's do it. Gandhi has the famous call to us. I know it's been overused, but it inspires me every time. Be the change you seek in the world. We can be that change. But how? How do we do it? So I want to share with you another story. This is from a woman, a mother of 3, who was at the family camp in 2004, and afterwards she wrote me this letter. My 13-year-old son, David, was really angry one day and about to hurt one of his twin younger brothers as they sat next to each other on the couch. So I did what I now do whenever physical violence is about to happen. I sat between them. David was breathing heavily and had his fists clenched. I went with habit and started to tell David about anger management and how he needed to go for a walk or go to his room until he cooled off. Now, this is wonderful, really. I mean, I'll take that habit over many other habits that we have. So I want to celebrate that. And if you imagine yourself being that angry, if somebody told you, go to your room to cool off, how would you feel? Ah! No way! He continued to breathe heavily and clench his fists. Then his brother said something like, David, did you just want to be included? I want to faint with the joy of that. His brother that he almost hurt. David, did you just want to be included? I realized then that what David needed was empathy, and I started guessing too. I saw David's fist relax just slightly. I guessed again. Are you needing to feel that you belong? His fist relaxed even more, and his breathing began to slow down. Then I guessed that his need for belonging had been unmet for a really long time with his twin brothers. His body relaxed. Then I guessed that maybe if his need for belonging were met, his need for love would be met. Tears rolled down his cheeks. This is why the key of nonviolent communication is so vital to our world. It's because empathic connection between human beings is a way to hold everybody's needs with care. It helps us know that everybody matters, even when we can't meet everybody's needs. That simple. It's because empathic connection helps us shift our focus from who's right and who's wrong, what's good and what's bad, to focusing on people's hearts, our human hearts, however raw, angry, frightened, scared, joyful. Ultimately, through empathic connection, we build the foundation for making peace. I co-founded Bay NVC years ago now because our world needs people who understand the meaning of empathy, just as President-elect Obama says. But also because our world needs people who know how to live empathy, who know how to make empathy a reality, a daily part of our lives, not just a wish, but an action. Seamless, what we breathe. I invite you now to watch our students tell their stories of working with nonviolent communication to make a world that works for Rosa, for David, for all of us here, and for everyone around the world. Thank you.